Claude 3 has just stormed onto the AI scene, making everyone sit up and take notice. This new model isn't just any player in the game. It's stepping up as a serious challenger to the reigning champ, GPT-4. With claims of outperforming GPT-4 across multiple benchmarks, the question arises, what exactly sets Claude 3 apart from its predecessor, and can it truly redefine the standards of artificial intelligence? First off, let's talk about what Claude is. It's a bit of a mystery machine, being a closed-source model you have to pay to use. Despite this, it's gained a reputation for excelling in creative writing. Now, here's where things get really interesting. Claude 3 isn't just one size fits all. The developers have rolled out not one, not two, but three different versions: Haiku, Sonnet, and Opus. Each of these has its own unique size, speed, and price tag. This approach is super user-friendly because it means you can pick the model that fits your needs best. Need something quick and simple? Go for Haiku. Want something a bit more standard? Sonnet's your guy. Or are you looking for the creme de la creme for top-notch tasks? Then Opus is the way to go. Starting off, meet Haiku, the compact dynamo of the bunch. This model is like stepping into the shallow end of the pool, perfect for those just getting their feet wet with AI. It's your go-to for spicing up customer service, or zipping through language translations without emptying your pockets. With Haiku, you're getting a lot of bang for your buck, proving size isn't everything when it comes to smarts. Next up the ladder is Sonnet, striking a sweet spot between affordability and capability. Imagine having a versatile tool at your fingertips, ready to take on tasks from creating engaging content to sifting through heaps of data for those golden nuggets of insight. Sonnet is like that reliable mid-range car, not the fanciest on the block, but does the job beautifully, especially when you need a bit more juice for your projects without splurging. But the showstopper here is Opus, the titan among its peers. This is where the heavyweights play, dealing with challenges that would have lesser models breaking a sweat. Think of Opus as your secret weapon for the toughest of tasks. Be it unraveling complex code, diving deep into research, or trailblazing in drug discovery. While it does ask for a heftier investment, the payoff could be monumental for those on the cutting edge of innovation. Now, let's turn the spotlight to the pricing showdown. Here we have the lineup, from the economical Haiku to the premium Opus, each waiting to prove its worth. It's like picking the right tool from a toolbox. Not every job requires the golden hammer, but when it does, you'll be glad you had it. But wait, let's not jump straight to conclusions. Benchmarks, those critical yardsticks in the AI arena, are painting an interesting picture. Claude 3's Opus is out there flexing its digital muscles, leaving GPT-4 catching its breath in several areas. And even our budget-friendly buddy Haiku isn't lagging too far behind in certain tasks. However, it's important to approach benchmarks with a pinch of skepticism. Remember Gemini 1.0 Ultra? Shone like a star on paper, but in the real world, it was more sparkler than firework. Yet hope springs eternal, and there's a new set of challenges on the horizon for Claude 3, promising to test its mettle in real-time applications like customer chats and data extraction. The question lingers, can it deliver when the pressure's on? In the midst of all this, let's not overlook Sonnet, the middle sibling, stepping up its game. Now, this is where things get really interesting. Faster and smarter than its previous incarnations, Sonnet is mastering the art of quick, intelligent responses and visual data interpretation. It's like having a keen-eyed assistant ready to dissect charts, photos, and graphs, turning complex visual information into actionable insights. Ever had that annoying friend who just refuses to answer your questions? Well, the older AI models were kind of like that, playing hard to get. But guess what? The new kid on the block, Claude 3, is changing the game. Refusals, down from a whopping 25% to just under 10%. That's right, the times they are a-changin'. But there's more to this than just playing nice. Accuracy is the name of the game here. Imagine throwing a bunch of tricky, fact-loaded questions at Claude 3. Well, they did just that and tallied up the results like judges at a talent show. They split the answers into three neat categories: the good, the bad, and the what. And oh boy, did Claude 3 shine. It nearly doubled its correctness score from its older sibling, slashed its error rate, and gave a whole lot of I don't knows the boot. And get this, the new models aren't just smart. They're memory giants. Remember the time when AI had the attention span of a goldfish? Not anymore. These new models can hold onto a whopping 200,000 tokens of context. And if that wasn't enough, they can take in over 1 million tokens. Talk about an elephant's memory. Now, ever heard of the needle in a haystack challenge? It's like finding that one specific emoji in your phone's sea of tiny faces. Historically, AI models would squint, scratch their heads, and ultimately give up. But not Claude 3. This model's got a Sherlock Holmes vibe, boasting a stunning 99% accuracy in finding those hidden nuggets of information, and even calling out when something feels off. And the cherry on top? Claude 3 is like that user-friendly gadget you got that just works without thumbing through a manual. It's become a whiz at understanding complex multi-step instructions. Claude 3 versus GPT-4, with a simple yet classic challenge: writing Python scripts. But it's not just any script. We're starting with the basics, and then leaping straight into the retro charm of the snake game. Starting with a straightforward task, both AI giants are off to a racing start, effortlessly counting from 1 to 100. It's an even match as they both nail the challenge without breaking a digital sweat, showcasing their ability to handle the basics with ease. Yet, this is merely the appetizer in a banquet of tests. Next up, we're diving into the deep end with the Python challenge, crafting the legendary snake game. Here's where the rubber meets the road. Claude 3 leaps into action, weaving code like a master chef whipping up a gourmet dish. GPT-4 isn't far behind, though its dish seems to be missing a few ingredients, leaving us with a game that's more ghost than serpent. Disappearing act, anyone? Turns out, not quite. Both AIs missed the mark, but it's a valiant effort nonetheless. Just when you thought we were done, we've got a mystery to solve with the killer problem. It's a chilling scenario that has both AIs turning detective, unraveling the puzzle with the skill of seasoned sleuths. The verdict? The room's still dangerous. And for our final act, we're diving into a bit of coding creativity, crafting JSON for a quirky trio. It's like setting the table for a feast where every detail matters. Lo and behold, both AIs lay it out flawlessly. Wrapping up this roller coaster of tests, we're pondering the physics of marbles, cups, and microwaves. It's the sort of question that tickles the brain, leaving us all wondering about the wonders of the physical world, and there we have it, a comprehensive dive into the capabilities and performance of Claude 3 compared to GPT-4. Has Claude 3 lived up to its hype? And more importantly, does it signify a new era for AI technology? What are your thoughts on this groundbreaking development in the AI landscape? Comment below with your insights and opinions. And if you found this analysis enlightening, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of technology.